Even experienced drivers often underestimate Gaimen Kirikae. Even if you have a foreign driver's license, going to the license center unprepared can lead to problems with missing documents, proof of stay, the knowledge check, or the practical check. As a result, you may have to repeat parts of the process and waste both time and money. If you want to pass on your first try, you need to check the important points before going to the license center. In this video, I will explain what to check before applying. Gaimen Kirikae is a procedure that lets you convert a foreign driver's license into a Japanese driver's license if you meet the requirements. The first thing to check is not your nationality, but whether the country or region that issued your license is exempt. If your issuing country or region is exempt, the knowledge check and practical check are waived, and you can convert your license with only document screening and a vision test. If it is not exempt, the knowledge check and practical check are also required. Now, the required documents. The main documents you need are your foreign driver's license, the Japanese translation of that license, your certificate of residence, your residence card, your passport, and a photo for the application. The Japanese translation cannot be one you translated yourself. Prepare a translation made by an approved institution, such as JAF, or the embassy or consulate in Japan of the country that issued your license. One especially important part is proof of stay for at least 3 months. This does not refer to the time you stayed there before you got the license. It means proof that, after getting the license, you stayed in that country or region for at least 3 months. For example, for a Vietnamese license, you need to prove that after getting that license, you stayed in Vietnam for at least 3 months. The process at the license center. In some areas, you cannot move forward with Gaimen Kirikae if you go without a reservation. Depending on the area, you may have to wait more than 1 month just to get a reservation. If you're thinking about converting your license, check the reservation method and available dates as early as possible. On the day, you will first have your documents checked and take a vision test. If your issuing country or region is not exempt, you will then take the knowledge check and the practical check. How to make a reservation, reception hours, and the process on the day differ by prefecture. Before going to the license center, check the police website for the area where you live. The knowledge check. The knowledge check is not a simple quiz. If you do not understand Japanese traffic rules, you will fail. It checks the knowledge you need to drive in Japan, including traffic signs, giving priority to pedestrians, complete stops, right and left turns, and what to do after an accident. The knowledge check is standardized nationwide, and you need at least 45 correct answers out of 50 to pass. The practical check. The practical check is not just about whether you can drive. It checks whether you can drive safely, according to Japanese rules. Safety checks are especially important. Just looking in the mirrors is not enough. Before turning or changing direction, you need to turn your head and check, even if it looks slightly exaggerated. For example, when turning left, it is not enough to simply make the turn. Your signal timing, how close you keep to the left side, and your blind spot check are all evaluated. Even if you think you made a safety check, if your direct visual check is not enough, it will be judged as insufficient. At a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop. Also, In narrow courses such as an S-curve or crank course, if you keep driving while a tire is on the curb, it becomes a serious mistake. Even if you're used to driving, the points evaluated in the practical check are different. If you arrive on the day without any practice, passing will be difficult. Consider practicing in advance at a driving school or practice course. Here are the points to check before applying. Is the country or region that issued your license exempt? Can you prove that you stayed there for at least 3 months after getting your license? Have you practiced in advance for the practical check? Check these 3 points before going to the license center. This channel covers common problems that foreign residents in Japan may face in daily life. If you found this helpful, please subscribe.